Hello and welcome everybody, I'm One Proud Bavarian and this is Crusader Kings 2, where we are Queen Ermengarde, the conqueror of Pannonia. We just took over Pannonia, of course, in the most recent episode, but I don't think this is really what we're here for. Today we're here for the second crusade. Yes, it is only the second one, and it is already the end of the Byzantine Empire, organized, I believe, by the Venetians. We are looking at a situation, I just double-clicked there by accident, we're looking at a situation where Luzin, I don't actually know how to pronounce it, Macedon, is eyeing for the throne of the Byzantine Empire, but we all know it's not going to end well. All of this will end in tears, and all of this will end in the shattering of the Byzantine Empire. Now, if we take a look at the vassal map mode, we will see that, you know, they are all pretty splintered, except for Trebizond. Trebizond, I think, will become the most powerful regional force over here after the splintering. And I thought about this a lot. You know, when you get the 4th Crusade events in CK2, usually you have to take them. They are quite nice, they're fun, you want to engage with them, and, you know, that is what I would commonly say, but I looked at this, I thought about it, and I don't think Queen Ermengarde wants to get involved with this. First of all, she has always been a decent servant of the church. She respects the Pope, and the Pope, of course, does not respect this crusade, so I believe that we will leave the crusade. But most importantly, next to, you know, of course, religious reasons, I think, first of all, we are fighting a rebellion, and on top of that, Luzin Macedon is married to Almos Lorinchfi Arpad. And I have no interest, and why is he already grey? He's grey-haired, despite only being 17. I have no interest in facing down an all-powerful Arpad. I don't think that Queen Ermengarde the Conqueror, you know, thinks in any way wise of the fact that there may be an Arpad to the south of, you know, her controlling the Byzantine Empire. Now, of course, she doesn't know that the Empire will splinter, so I think in her mind, you know, she doesn't want anyone on that throne that is close to the Arpads in any way. I'm removing my pledge. I am no longer in support of this crusade. I will, you know, take out this rebellion, and then we will see what the Crusaders do to the Byzantine Empire, but I think we will have no part in it. What are the Croatians doing here? Attacking to make the Emperor pay tribute? Oh, wow. Croatia. After we signed a non-aggression pact with them, they are going all out. Interesting. Alright, well, good to know, I suppose. And there you go, the crusade has begun. Crusade for Byzantium. The Crusaders are leaving the Catholic realm, their eyes towards Constantinople and the Byzantine Empire. At the same time, the Pope has made an enraged speech about the vices of men and how the good faithful have been led astray. He threatens every single Crusader with excommunication from the church, but the Crusaders continue onwards towards the ancient capital at the Bosporus. What was once the bastion of the Christian faith is now desperately protecting itself, and Basileus Theophylactos of the Byzantine Empire is looking for any help he can get. Pope Benedictus the Wise is, you know, nominally, of course, attacking, but not really. He is not a big fan of this, and I cannot help Basileus Theophylactos the Weak. And with that, the Macedon dynasty and the Byzantine Empire may find their untimely end. Oh. My rebellion, or well, this rebellion just ended. TB no longer valid. Wait, why not? Oh, is it because he's taken part in this crusade? Duke Kerbonujlu, I assume, is a secret admirer of the Arpad, so otherwise he wouldn't be pushing this claim. That is treason, my friend, and you are a traitor as a whole. Wow, that is anticlimactic. I hate when the game does this, where they just go like, it's over. I think while all of this is going on, I will go on to be crowned. The time has finally come for me to be officially recognized as Queen of Pannonia. In order to do this, I will need the support of the Catholic Church, but convincing authoritative members will neither be easy nor cheap. To begin the preparations, I should find a priest willing to crown me. I definitely need the Pope to do it. What kind of... We've papal investiture, very nice. Okay, that's what I want to see there. I am loyal to the Pope. I shall be glad to recognize your divine right to rule as soon as you donate what is due to the Church. I'm going to go into debt for this. Pope Benedictus V, you ask for much, but I accept it. Very well. I'm going to get a dignified ceremony here. You know, we are already in debt. This is pretty fine, though, I think. He's a Crusader, huh? The time of my coronation draws near. Only a few more days before I'm crowned queen before God and all my subjects. My court has been filled with all the vassals of my realm who have come to bear witness to this fundamental moment of my reign. This is definitely fundamental because this is the first time that we can ourselves define us as the true rulers of Pannonia. We are getting rid of the last shred of legitimacy that the Arpads had by getting the Pope to crown us and receiving the fief of, you know, the Kingdom of Pannonia from the kind of representative of God himself. I was surprised tonight when Pope Benedictus V stated that the period of festivity I have organized is unfit for the severity of the holy charge I'm about to receive. He has concluded his scolding by remarking that he has witnessed many impious acts and degenerate behavior during his visit that have left him shocked and repulsed. Seriously? What did I do wrong? I'm a good person. Is my court like... How's my husband? Tell me about it. I guess it's because he's Germanic. Clearly he is exaggerating, but this will leave a mark on our reputation here. With so many distinguished guests having traveled all the way to my court, the least I could do is entertain them while we all wait for the day of my coronation. This could also provide me with an opportunity to impress some of my more influential guests. Hear me everyone, sure. Despite my best efforts, my speech about the duties of a good queen to her subjects was received a bit too coldly compared to my expectations. Perhaps I should have used less platitudes and talked about something more substantive. Ugh, this could have gone better. Damn, dude, she's not having a good time in Pannonia. Surprisingly, honestly, I kneel before Pope Benedictus V as a host of vassals surround us in complete silence. The Pope blesses me and places the royal crown upon my head, proclaiming me Queen of Pannonia by grace of God. I mean, either way, you know, this turned out less well than expected, but either way, we are now in a situation where we are recognized by the Pope, and because of it, by everyone. My food has tasted strange lately, and I have begun to eat less and less for fear of being poisoned. I don't trust the spy master to find the poisoner. The only one I can rely on is my friend, Countess Julienne the Unlucky. Sure, with my friend, I'll find the poisoner and put a stop to this. Is somebody trying to get rid of us? I don't know of any plots, but, you know, there is a potential here, of course, for this to be the case. Sure, you can buy this, man. With my friend, I'll find the poisoner. Countess Julienne did agree with me that the food tasted strange, but wasn't entirely certain someone was trying to poison me. I gave Countess Julienne permission to talk to and interrogate whomever she saw fit, and the cook confessed to having used rancid meat in the stews and trying to cover up the taste with a lot of spices, some poisonous, unless used in moderation. The cook didn't intend to poison me, but it was close. See, the way I see this, Queen Ermengarde the Conqueror isn't actually about to be murdered. I don't think there are many people here around that are trying to get rid of her, you know. She has taken over much of Hungary that has been substituted by, you know, French nobles. But the way I see it is she is getting increasingly paranoid. You know, paranoid. Why did I pronounce it that? Why did I pronounce it that weirdly? I think she's getting increasingly paranoid, and I think that that's going to reflect in her rule, you know. Whenever she sees anyone go against her, she is going to bring down the hammer and maybe lose some of her justice or sense for justice here. She's straight up just not having a good time, I think, you know, not really trusting anyone, not even understanding the language. And by the way, look at how the mighty have fallen. The Fatimids, the Caliph Hussein II, so weak. Portugal still existing, they are defending against the Umayyads in the name of Christendom, very nice. Navarra may fall though, that's a difficult war right there. Look at these Byzantine armies, they are quite numerous, they are quite strong. Question is just, can they actually defeat the Crusaders? If they defeat them, I mean, more power to the Byzantines, of course. Ah, there you go, we are witnessing a battle that is merely a partial battle. I mean, this is a clear victory against Normandy, of course, but not gonna decide the war in any way. If they can repel this crusade, that would be absolutely incredible. Who do they have on their side anyway? Nobody of importance. Oh, and that's a big battle, right? Ah, we can't witness it. Ah, my marshal tells me that one of my commanders has improved significantly. There's a significant battle going on down there, but we don't know how it's going. I think the Byzantines lost this battle. I think they lost it because now we're 15% in favor of the Pope. I think they're gonna win it. Who's the most participant here? Frisia. Then Milan, then Venice, and Franconia. The the Holy Roman Empire thing, very involved there, actually. And how are you doing, Holy Roman Empire, against Croatia? Currently still losing. A group of craftsmen has come to a court and shown off their work. They present you with fine goods, of which you are sure there would be a demand for in the realm. Noticing your interest, the craftsmen ask for some capital to start up a workshop, saying they lack the funds to do it on their own. I actually also lack the funds. So I would love to do it, but I actually cannot. And we have finally oh god, Theodosius. I completely forgot about you. Theodosius, of course, had a claim on us, and now he is coming. But I think we should be able to defeat him. I could call in some people. Spoleto involved in the Crusade himself. I don't think that he's actually participating. So you know what, I'm going to call in the husband of my daughter. We're going to defeat this host together. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, his troops are all the way down here, so he's a good Christian. He's not going on that crusade. And honestly, it instills me with confidence. I think I'm going to let him inherit, despite, of course, that not being the same dynasty, but I don't think they really thought that way. You know, if it is a married couple right there, then they do deserve to inherit into one another. And him not going for Byzantium, him not going for Constantinople does inspire me with a lot of confidence indeed. My unwed daughter has been indiscreet. She has been hiding her pregnancy from me and now presents me with her child. She was married to someone, but... Child is of my blood and I will take care of both of them. You know what? I think I will. I'm now kind. Oh! Duchess Liliana the Unfaithful of Montania has declared war against us. The Bulgarian realm cannot contain some of its vassals, huh? I will call you all in now. Alright, let's go in. Let's show them true valor. Oh wow, they are more powerful than I thought here. Getting good tactics and everything, but I think we have them. And indeed we do. End of an era. Constantinople falls to great cheers from the Catholic Crusaders. The rest of the world weeps as the last lingering memories of the Roman Empire shatter. The former emperor Theophylactus Macedon has run off to Naissos to try and restore what remains of the empire. In the middle of the fighting, Luzon Macedon, the Catholic-sponsored pretender to the Byzantine throne, died. Now Emperor Albrecht sits on the throne in Constantinople. He has declared himself the new ruler of the Greek Empire and will rule with both Greek and Latin traditions in mind. Only time will tell if the Catholics will be remembered as the ones who broke the Christian bulwark or the ones who restored Constantinople to greatness. Alright, let's take a look here. We have, as the Emperor, Emperor Albrecht Gerulfing, so the Dutch have taken over. The King of Frisia has installed one of his, and blood of Emperor Albrecht indeed, known for shattering the old empire of Byzantium and raising a new empire from his ashes. At least our concern, you know, the character's concern, Queen Ermengarde's concern of the Arpad dynasty on the throne of Byzantium is gone, seeing as that claimant is gone as well. Benevento has become his own kingdom down here. Despot Vahan of Benevento. They did hold all of southern Italy, of course, that was unified under the Byzantines, so that does not surprise me. Where is the Byzantine Empire? Am I blind? Shouldn't it be like... Wait, where did he run off to? Naissos. Is there no pretender Byzantine Empire? Also, where even is Naissos? Naissos, yes. Oh! Really? Here Phylactus the Weak rules over one meager province. Damn. On the other hand, we have a fairly strong Trebizond. Despot Athom of Trebizond is keeping it together here in the east, maybe even being able to resist the Abbasids, the Khanates in the north, the Khazarians, and maybe even the Ikshidites. But wow, this is actually like a very new, interesting battle royale down here. I mean, think about it. I don't think the Byzantines will restore anything. If anyone had the chance here, then I think Trebizond is the one to do it. But look at this, wow. What a shame. They actually destroyed the empire entirely. Who else took over? We have Desta, so we have, I believe this is Milan, yep, indeed. Then we have the Irish, damn. Anglo-Saxons here. Some Italians, some Welsh, some Hungarians. Yeah, this is the Kerr dynasty. How dare you? Then over here we have Wiltshire, so some more Anglo-Saxons. Damn, I cannot believe that they have done this. You want a marriage. He's not excommunicated. He was crowned by the goddamn Pope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't like these decisions. I don't know how she would act. I mean, he didn't get excommunicated. The Pope didn't do anything truly against him. Okay, I need to ask something. Could I request excommunication? No, the Pope really likes him. There's a lot of piety and everything. If I marry my daughter to you, I would be able to hand out the daughter that has created a bastard son, and we could claim that we are married and allied to the rightful successor of the East Roman Empire. I'm gonna enter this marriage. And you may say, hey, but you didn't even participate in the Crusade, right? But the personal reasons for why Queen Ermengarde didn't participate in the Crusades, in my opinion, are the reasons for the Arpad dynasty not, you know, in her opinion, having any claim and any right to the Byzantine throne. And they would have gotten it had the wife of the Arpad dynasty, or the Arpad man there, actually gotten the throne, but she didn't. Instead, we got a Latin emperor down here, and you know what? I think we can cooperate with him. The Pope appears to be smiling onto Emperor Albrecht the Protector. Yeah, what a name. I think this is a bit of an alternative crusade. People are, including the Pope, very happy about the Latin Empire existing in the shape that it does, so I shall ally with them. Maybe I shall even aid them in whatever they do, and this probably will put us right against the son of Satan here of Bulgaria. God damn, this is a bizarro world indeed. The host is taking over our possessions in Wien, in Österreich, I mean in Austria, but we can eventually get there. We don't have to do it right away. We are busy on the Eastern Front, of course, so let's respect the laws of warfare and finish this war before we move on to the next. There you go. We siege down their capital, and now we shall take them down. Now, this could be a very hard-fought battle right here, but I think we should be the winners at the end of the day. Let's just check it out. Siege of Linz. Yeah, we gotta go over there, but let's just focus on this battle for the moment. We should get... Come on, Charolais, please. Just come over here. Help me. Help me. Alright, here's the battle. It's definitely going to be an easy victory, yeah. Oh. And he has died. Meaning that my grandson now rules in Spoleto, with whom I will of course form an alliance. And with this, the war for Montania is over. We win, you lose, and never come again. Thank you very much. Now, we need to take out all these plunderers. Who are these people? Irtim? Eula? I respect none of you. I don't know where you come from, but I will teach you a lesson. And then we shall also teach the Theodosia's host a lesson, of course. Thank you, my dear French king, for supporting me in this war. You have been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins for your realm, there's a master of the craft that you can hire. Not only will the mintage be exquisite, it will be adorned with a glorious portrait of you. Mint the coins for glory, absolutely. And Catherine has finished, Catherine has finished education in the ways of intrigue. She's a pretty decent child, Catherine d'Anjou. I think maybe she should take over. Look at her, she looks like a Norse woman. Definitely has the traits of her father. But is definitely my child in, you know, her upbringing. And I think that is exactly what is important, and that is exactly what I personally value the most in these sort of situations. Let's get rid of these hosts. Yeah, this land is definitely plagued by all of these hosts, and I need to take out the invading host as well. The other ones are simply plundering, and that is all they do, but I have no respect for them. And we now have a dangerous faction yet again. Arpad Tador. I knew the Arpads would come back. Be a thorn in our side. I will teach them a lesson. Believe you me. They will be crushed. There's a group of carpenters in Traungau that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored, and so you need to either approve of this carpenter skill to ensure you have a good reputation amongst the skilled workers, or you could outlaw them to make sure that they are not an impediment on the local market structure. You know what? Let's increase the prosperity here. Ever since your pursuit of wealth began and you started keeping a close eye on both income and expenses, your coffers seem to be filled to the brim, more often than not. 50-year-old Ermengarde has become a good ruler. A thriving economy is good for the realm. We are a decent administrator. Ermengarde d'Anjou has just been born. Oh, that is a very quick birth, wow. I think we want to change our laws. I think Catherine shall be our proper heir, so we have to switch to Ultima Genitum whenever possible. Although we haven't adopted the right law yet here. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. I would like for Catherine and her line to inherit. The Duke of Spoleto, who originally, of course, was married to our current heir, and, you know, has given us some grandchildren that could also then continue the line, at least the direct line, although it wouldn't be our dynasty. But he has passed away, and Duke Ansgario has refused an alliance. Yes, I don't know why, but he does not enjoy the idea of being allied to us. So the way I see it, we are probably going to change the succession law so that someone that is properly of our dynasty can be the heir. I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged. Don't get out. Get out of here, dude. What do we do about this host? I really dislike that. What is this? Please. Man, all of these hosts. My god. There are too many of these hosts. This is actually incredible. Alright, let's end this war. I can't do anything against the Norse host. These are incredibly troublesome times. We have control of our realm in, you know, name, because our vassals are actually serving us for once. But all these hosts, all these hordes, everyone coming in, none of them respect us, and all must respect us. So, I'm gonna retake this land, and maybe eventually we can take care of Frere here. Although even right now I am fairly doubtful of that, honestly. They are quite frightening. Now, all of you help me as I reunify Hungarian territory and make clear that there is but one authority in Hungary that should be respected, or well, in Pannonia. We are, of course, not Hungarian ourselves. Maybe in the future, though. Put in a new spy master, sure. Ermengarde has an incredibly troublesome relationship with the Hungarian nobility, and whether we can actually work it out, whether we will ever become Hungarian ourselves, is a topic for tomorrow, and I think it is, already having recorded that, a very, very troublesome topic. But for the moment, we are done here, and I want to thank the members of the channel, namely the Barons, Aaron, Stefan, the Richest T, Snywolf, Emma Mamello, Thomas, Lachlan, and Mitchell. Then, of course, also the Counts, Shifty, Ixum, the Naughty, and Wombat. And last but not least, the absolutely beautiful Dukes, Suspicious Duck, Benedict, Nathan, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Lexo, Roboman, My Dad Left Me at Arby's, and Eric and Aiden. Thank you so much for being a member, and I will see you in the next episode. Later, alligator.